I'm going to be washing my hands, staying cleanly. Alright, so first you want to preheat your oven to 350 and let that sit for a while while you're making the cookies. And then now I'm going to get to my ingredients. So for the ingredients, you'll need eggs, and I just bought these. Freeze-dried raspberries, it doesn't have to be organic. Some light brown sugar, some baking soda, white chocolate chips, vanilla. We don't need pepper. We don't need that either. That's kind of embarrassing. And then you need 4 ounces of cream cheese. I don't know if I said butter already. And yeah, I think that's everything. Now in a large bowl, you're gonna want to add your half a cream cheese block and then a half a cup of butter. And then you're going to want to open this up. It doesn't take a while. And find where about like the half amount is. So they have right there how many ounces on the side. And you're going to want only 4. So you're going to want to cut in the middle. Do that. And if you don't know how to use a knife, have parental supervision, but I think all of us 17 and 18-year-olds should know how to use a knife in our class. So yeah, if you don't, maybe learn because you're gonna need to one day. Yeah, so you take half of it, and the other half you just put away for later, or if you're not gonna use it, just throw it away. I mean, it's kind of wasteful, but with baking, all the other ingredients, you can take it and bake other. Also, you can buy some bagels, but not everyone likes bagels, but you can use cream cheese for tons of things, and I'm struggling to get this open. That. And then you're gonna wanna take it and put it into this bowl right there. So once it's in the bowl, you're gonna wanna beat it so it's like all softened together, and then add the other ingredients. So I'll beat it first. And you can always do it by hand, but since we have this mixer in my phone, I'm just going to be using a mixer. And then this mixing device right here, because the other utensil like this, stuff gets always stuck to it, so use this. And then place it down, lock it so it doesn't fling everywhere, make sure it's tight. And then just put it on like a solid 2, so it just gets all mixed together. And then notice how like soft it gets. That's like the consistency that you want. And then you're gonna want to stop the machine and then pull it up and then scoop out this butter and cream cheese out of the mixer. Alright, like this, you just want to get it all out of there, because you don't want any of the leftover crumbs, and then half your cookies might taste bad. And then just scoop all of that down so all the ingredients will eventually get mixed in together. Then into your mixture, you're going to want to add your sugar. So it said light brown sugar. I got this brand. It doesn't really matter what type of brand you use, in my opinion. I mean, maybe to other people. And then a half a cup of just regular white sugar. Alright, you're going to open the bag first, of course, because you can't really get sugar without opening the bag. And for baking, you want to have like pretty much exact measurements, or else something will normally go wrong. I've had a couple experiences with that, where stuff just doesn't go right. And the oven's done preheating. The little beep tells you. Alright, there's 1/3 cup. And what you're going to want to do to get like exact is kind of like flatten it out with the bag almost, so you don't have to touch it with your hands or anything like that. And then it will get pretty flat, nice, and then it's exact. There's 2/3. So there you're going to want to take a half a cup of sugar. That exact measurements. Dump it in there. And then after the recipe said to mix it together, so that's what I'll do. So like again, I'm going to lock it and then just put it on number 2. Slow and steady at first or else stuff will be going everywhere. And it's going to be kind of like that consistency and then it will get soft. And then as you can see, it does get on the side, so you're going to want to stop it and then casually just take a spoon and then scrape it all down so it can get mixed more. Then after this is all mixed, you're going to want to add your egg and vanilla. Alright, so all you need is just 1 egg. Like that. I'm currently touching my phone with the part with the egg, but do not touch. And then you're going to want to wash your hands again. Because salmonella, I think that's what it is, or yeah, when you touch something wrong and eat it, and then you can give other people poisonings, and I personally don't want to poison my classmates. Maybe other people do, but that's not what I'm going for. But after your hands are washed, you're going to want to add your vanilla. It calls for 2 teaspoons of vanilla. You can, like I said, for like this whole entire like baking process, you know, use whatever brand, even Great Value or something like cheap. You don't have to get the name brand stuff. I mean, sometimes it's nice, but it doesn't really matter. So 2 teaspoons. Close that up. And then you're gonna want to mix. It's gonna turn into like a wet consistency like this. So it's gonna kind of look like pancake batter once it's all mixed in together. Then after that's all mixed in, you're gonna want to add your flour, and it calls for 1.5 or 2.5 cups of flour. So I'll do the half first to start. This part, my hands are already clean. I'm just gonna pat it down, just to get it nice and consistent almost. Like that, so it's patted in nice. You're gonna get the exact amount. Another cup. Just kidding, that was a half cup. That would have been bad. Okay, and then you're gonna add 2 cups. And you can also push it on the side. Kind of like exact. There. Should be flat, nice. There's 1. And then here's another. And this part kind of gets messy a little bit, like it kind of gets all over your clothes. So I suggest you not to wear nice clothes while doing this. And then you're gonna add 1 teaspoon of baking soda. So this is a half a teaspoon, so I'm going to be doing 2 scoops if you're curious why I'm doing 2 scoops. And then on the top, normally there's that thing, and you can just flatten it. 1. 2. And then mix that all together. And this is how I said it would get messy, because flour kind of goes everywhere if you put it on full blast. So just put it on the lowest setting, and then once it's like seems pretty mixed together, put it on a higher setting. The next thing after that, you're gonna want to be adding the fun stuff. So white chocolate chips, and it said for like about 1 1/4 cup. And I think for that, it's just preference on how much, you know, if you're like more of like a chocolate person than if you're not a chocolate person. And for me, it's like I'm not a big, huge fan, but I'm just going to add the amount that was said. I'm just going to be using a half cup for the cup proportion. So there's 1. There's 2. And there's that. And then also it said to use about a whole bag of the raspberries, but it just said to proceed to mix in until you think that's enough. So I'm just going to start by mixing the white chocolate chips into here. Now that I got the white chocolate, the chips mixed in, I'm going to be adding the raspberries. And like I said, they don't have to be organic by all means. It's just what we had in the area. And so that's what they look like. They look like regular raspberries. And then I'm just going to add in like a few at a time. Just in case, you know, you never know. And then after you mix it all in, it's gonna start to look like this. I think this is the perfect amount with the raspberries and then the white chocolate, you know, not too much, but not too little, like the perfect medium. All right, next you're gonna wanna spray your pans. Or else you can use like parchment paper. So it says about 2 tablespoons worth. You're gonna wanna still. Roll it, and then put it on your pan and give about like 2 inches apart. And then keep on repeating the process, or stick to with 1 piece. Look at the tablespoon, it's about the same thing. And just keep on repeating the process until you're literally out of dough. Alright, so once it's in like the ball form, you're just gonna lightly just like press it down just a little bit on each one. So it'll kind of look like this. It will look like cookies, but not really. They're not cooked. And then you're gonna want to put it in the oven for 12 to 14 minutes. I normally check at 12, and if it's not done, I give it a couple more minutes after that. Take it, put it on the bottom rack, not the top rack by all means. Slide it in there and let them cook. Alright, so I'm looking at the cookies now and they're looking about good, so I'm going to take them out and see how they're looking and feel. Right here we have the cookies. They're all complete. And this was my first time doing this. This is not the best at all. As you can see, these ones are not as good as these ones. And then we have just a couple more baking, just not for too long at all. But there we have it. Here's Baker Alley era. Yeah, but this was pretty fun. I give this experience probably like a 8 out of 10. I'm more of like a cooker than a baker, I guess you could say. Like, I love baking and all, but like it gets stressful when stuff can like get burnt or anything like that, and it's a learning experience. But that was fun. Thanks for watching.